What is up, Wretched Nation? Happy New Year. It is 2022, at least when you're watching this. It's not currently 2022 today, but it is like 70 degrees outside. We need to go out, go for a ride, record a little video, and tell you guys what's going on. For New Year's, I'm going to be in Florida, taking the wife to Disney World. But I got to get some videos out. I wanted to record this. It's such a beautiful day. I mean, why can't we do this? It's like 3 days before New Year's. I'm in North Carolina and it's 70 degrees. Tomorrow's supposed to be just as beautiful. We leave to go down to Florida in like 2 days. We're going to bring you guys with us. But for now, let's get on that bike.
Alright guys, it is beautiful out. Literally 3 days to the new year and I'm out in short sleeves. Next week will probably not be that way. Again, if you're watching this when it came out, or even a little bit after, Happy New Year. I hope you had a fun-filled, great New Year. Hopefully, since New Year's Eve was Friday and this is coming out Sunday, hopefully you have recovered. You're not still hungover or whatever it may be. I love this bike. We're out on the dyno. I need to run into town for just a quick minute, pick something up. So why not take the fun bike? Haven't really started the video process on the road glide, but for everybody who watches, I'll go ahead and give you a little update. The right shock is actually leaking. We're going to have to, I guess, get that sent off to Legend and repaired. I haven't started the process because they're closed until January 3rd. Well, I guess technically I have started the process. I took some pictures, sent the warranty claim info, but I haven't started the video because I don't really know what I'm going to have to do. So that's a big rock. That's not... That is not good to be in the middle of the road, at least for a bike. Anyways, sidetracked on impending death back there. I don't know if we're going to send in both shocks, what they're going to say, what I have to do, any of that. So once I get some information back, we'll do a video and figure out what's going on. I'm pretty sure the shock's leaking. I did clean the bike up and make sure there was no oil residue from the breather on the bag and the side cover. And the shock is coated even after cleaning everything, and there's really no oil residue on the bag and where it would get to the shock. So I'm pretty confident it's actually the shock leaking. I rode it to work the other morning, actually yesterday morning, and when I went to leave there was just a small little puddle directly underneath the shock, kind of where the adjuster is for the rebound. So I'm thinking maybe it's coming out of there or maybe up top and leaking down there. So pretty sure it's going to have to be rebuilt. I just don't know if Legend's going to do one shock or they want me to send both back and rebuild them both at the same time. Quality wise, they probably want them both sent back, but it probably does not have to be done like that. For cost effectiveness, I'm sure they'll probably just want me to send the one back, which is fine. It's going to be, I don't know how long it's going to take either. It's probably going to depend on, because at any moment the weather's going to turn crappy, so not a whole lot of riding is going to happen. If it's just the one shock, I'll probably just pop that one shock off and just let the bike sit there. If it's both, then I'll find my stock shocks to throw on it while it sits in the corner, and it'll be rideable. But if it's just the one, I'll probably just let that go and let it sit there. Either way, let's talk about the channel because it's the new year, and I want to do a little bit better. The channel didn't quite do what I'd hoped it was going to do last year, and I'm sure all of that is my fault. The content just hasn't been the greatest in the world. I probably haven't been the most engaging, and I know sometimes it's a little bit more difficult for me to talk in a certain way when I'm kind of talking to myself. But I'm going to try to be more engaging and have a lot more going on. I do have an idea for a video. I've seen other YouTubers do it, and me and the wife kind of go and do this anyways, so why not film it? But I want to start a new series called Wretched Eats. Me and the wife love to go and try different places, especially for food that we don't cook at home, or type of food, whatever. I want to try it. I would love to do one once a month. I am wondering if I'm going to add some more content for the month of January, have some extra videos. But I would like to at least do once a month on Wretched Eats. And the whole plan is, if I have to, if I just cannot get on the bike due to weather or whatever, we'll take the car, but I want to hop on the bike and go somewhere and eat some food. I know that may sound stupid or boring, but I hope that I can make it a good time. But the premise will basically just, maybe at first go to some local spots, maybe try not to do too many like corporate or franchisee type places, or at least well-known ones. Try to keep it more local, but go to some local spots and maybe branch out further and further. Get to start off with some places that we love to go to, and just order some food and just see what it's like. Take a little ride and just have a good time. I've also thought of some ideas as far like a versus video where I'm gonna have to do multiple nights on that one. But I think of the two I can think of right off the bat. And comment down below if you have any more ideas for the Wretched Eats series. But the two restaurants, or technically the 4 restaurants I can think of right off the bat of comparing, it'd be great to do a versus video for Chili's and Applebee's. I'm not going to say which one I prefer than the both, but that's always been, those 2 restaurants always show up in movies and people always talk about them, so I think it'd be kind of cool. And then another one is Chipotle and Moe's. Now, one of them I have not been to, so it'd be cool to go to those places, especially a place I've never been. And if the wife's gone, I'm just gonna have her kind of just like, hey, you order for me. What do you know what I like? What should I eat? I think that'll be kind of a cool premise. We'll see. But comment down below. What do you think? Do you have some ideas? Some advice? But of course, I really hope that this whole pandemic nonsense, no matter what you believe, is gone or is getting out of here in 2022. If you believe the pandemic is real and this virus is killing millions of people, I hope that it just goes away. I hope that it runs its course, it just gets weak and it can't do anything anymore. That's what I hope. If you believe that it's not real at all, I hope the government just stops dealing with it. I hope the government stops shutting everything down and people, have issues and losing their jobs and just overall losing their sanity. I hope it's over. I'm willing to bet, though, it's probably not over. Maybe we'll come back in 6 months and see where it all went. But we did get a couple gifts for Christmas for the bikes, so there's a few things that I need to do. We got a new headlight for the 05 Dyna. What else did we get? We got new perch mounts for the Street Glide. Oh, wow, Street Glide. I don't own a Street Glide. Why in the world did I say Street Glide? The Road Glide. We got some new perch mounts for that. I think it's going to look killer with those pieces. I probably said Street Glide because they are for a Street Glide. Got that messed up. And we also got some Thrash and Supply MX pegs for the lowrider as well. I got them in gold because why not? They look pretty killer. They're made very well. They're super lightweight, but the quality's pretty good. So, and the packaging was really nice too. So pretty stoked on that. I'm not going to be able to get any of that done before I go to Disney World, but that's okay. The weather's too nice to have your bike torn apart in the garage anyways. When I get back, the weather will probably be crappy and we can tear them apart then. I'm just curious, since it's 70 degrees right now in North Carolina and this video is going to come out in like 5 days, what's the temperature where you're at? Comment down below what state you're in and what the temperature is. I'm curious. This bike just does not like the police. It doesn't want to be chained back. I'll be doing 100 on this thing and not even know it. I can definitely get in trouble with this. It's just the way it's geared, and even with the sprocket setup, the bike just wants to go fast. And not like in an acceleration type deal necessarily. It's just top speed wise, it does not care at all. If you didn't see that red light, I didn't see that red light. Alright, we're getting on into downtown. I don't know about you, but there's just something satisfying about, you know, riding around downtown on a bike, you know, terrorizing the city, trying not to get in trouble. It's very easy to get in trouble because you got a loud bike, it's blasting off of all the buildings. The speed limits are typically only like 25 miles an hour or something. It's pretty easy to get in trouble. But I guess you only get in trouble if you get caught. Speaking of getting caught, we're getting caught by all of these red lights today. There's not many of them, but we find them. Alright, let's get what we gotta get and head back home. Alright, we got what we needed, so let's go home. I know later tonight we gotta go into town, see my wife's aunt. I'm not sure how much stuff we gotta take over there. If I can get away with it, we'll take the road glide and maybe record our first episode of Wretched tonight. But there's a restaurant that we usually go to in that town of Lewisburg. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't know if we're gonna go. So stay tuned and see of our first episode. But hopefully we record it tonight. I just have no idea if the bike's gonna be able to hold all the stuff we gotta take. Her son was out of town. We didn't see him on Christmas, so we're going to go over to her aunt's house and take her key the presents. Oh, look at that little puppy dog. So we're going to take the presents over there, there and give them to him and see him for a little bit. If everything can fit in the bike and I can get away with it, hopefully we'll record our first episode tonight. If it won't all fit in the bike, well, there's no reason to ride the bike and the car. It's just, we'll do it another time. Let's wrap it up. Happy New Year one more time. I hope everyone has a great start to the first of the year. I wish nothing but goodwill to everybody. I'm sure everyone could use it. Let's make this year the comeback year and get the pandemic, COVID, whatever it is, away from us so we can go back to living a normal life. Let's take everything that we've learned and prosper better. But it is the new year, so if you don't mind, hit that like button, comment down below, say hey, what's up, say Happy New Year. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That'd be a great thing to do first of the year. Yeah, it may even bring you fortune, fame, I don't know. It couldn't hurt. But as always, keep it wretched.